What's the buzz? This is Zeta Beetle, and welcome back to TGIF. In this episode, I fail in extracting an alien sample from a radar station that should have been meant to go into a container in Corny Complex. So join me for that failure, and I will meet you there. Alrighty, here we go. In this round, it's pretty much the same as most of the rounds have been. So, I'm not really going to tell you what the challenge is at this point, seeing as how you've already heard me dozens of times at this point. And I know that by saying this, I'm still playing like a broken record. But at the very least, you're not repeatedly hearing what the challenge is. So, yeah. Basically, what I'm trying to do is to commentate based on what I see, for the most part, anyway. And what I just saw was me taking out a vending machine with a build. I don't know if that's still possible. I didn't even know if it was possible back then, but apparently it was. And I kind of feel bad because those are some of my favorite vending machines. Like, I guess I'm not that much in the mood to be abducted this time, or maybe just not at that moment, I guess. I don't know. Right now, I'm just having it to abduct me and take me into that experiment chamber of the mothership. Whatever they call that. Anyway, onwards. So it's 5235 this time. The numbers are very random. Like, sometimes it'll be higher and sometimes it'll be lower. But regardless, it's hardly ever outside of the thousands range. Like, it's been 5,000, 6,000. I don't even know if it goes lower than that, to be honest with you. Like, at this point, I am just I'm just clueless. So, sit tight and bear with me, and I'll be trying to commentate the best I can. Mostly it'll be site-based because I don't really remember what all I did back then. It's been like 2 years at this point, and I know that makes this a very, very, very outdated series. But hey, if X Triangle can actually still enjoy it, and his son actually get excited to see it, then I must be doing a great job despite it. Like, I have seen in the comments section where at least a couple of you have complained about it, but X Triangle always seems to praise me on it. So, yeah. I'm going to be recording this like pretty close to a month in advance because well, it's not really that close to a month in advance. Like, I'm about a week off. Honestly speaking, though, I can say that about the next episode because I and Jester have been on a uploading spree when it comes to these episodes. So you guys are going to be seeing some very consistent weekly content right now, and it's mostly to clear space off for a for a subscriber special that probably about this point that you're hearing this right now, I'll have already uploaded. So, yeah. It's basically just getting the... it's basically just getting some space off so that I can do that right now. And there, I managed to get the 5th and final gold star that I needed in order to get into the vault. So, like I keep saying in my previous content where this is concerned, the strategy that I'm employing here is basically the one that's helping me out with getting this done like this. So I'm going to be I'm going to be gliding down to the next opponent that I see, and it looks like I'm choosing Pleasant Park as my patrolling grounds, because it has an abductor over it, and for the most part it's pretty popular, so I'm doing 2 really smart strategies when it comes to this, which is to use an abductor and to go to a really popular area. But here is the caveat of this strategy. Even though it's smart on the front where it'll allow you to take down an opponent when you get done gliding, not all opponents are less skilled than you. So that's the real caveat to this whole thing. And you never know. You never know until you start fighting the opponent how skilled they're going to be. Because unless it's really obvious that that they're a noob, then you really don't have much of a tell as to what type of opponent you're going to be getting. So I'm gliding here, and about to land near this Joker, who I then start blasting. And I take him out pretty easily. So, within 20 seconds, I managed to at least 100 damage, I think. Don't quote me on that, because I might be wrong. But still yet, most of the time, if the opponent is not shielded, they will have 100 health. Unless they just got fresh out of a fight and they're still not healed up yet. That's when attacking them is going to be less effective, because then you won't get as much as you would if they were still fresh as a bee, and thus you would be able to get more out of them. Still yet, though, when it comes to the strategies like this, when it comes to taking him out like this, sometimes I'm actually a genius at this. And other times, I am a flat-out moron. Like what's probably going to be shown in this clip, because now it's about 1 minute and 33 seconds. So, with this, I am basically searching the chest and trying to get some weapons that I can use in order to damage an opponent within 20 seconds of gliding. Now, that on its own does not make me a moron in this, because the because the challenge is basically to do such. However, the way that I fight said opponent can be rather questionable. So, here I am using the Steamy Stacks draft towers in order to get the height. And then I head over here and start fighting against this opponent. And I'm not sure if that counted. Oh yeah, it did. Alright, awesome. So, I'm about to move on to my next one. And now we are on to the next match. As you might be able to see, I got taken out by that opponent, and thus, that's what I mean when I say I did that in an absolutely moronic way. Anyway, now I am moving on to this round, where I am landing at probably hands down the most popular landing spot on the map. Maybe that's Salty Towers, I don't know. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, it's definitely one of the most popular landing spots on the map. And the reason why I am landing here is because of that reason, since I need to do the challenge. And in Chapter 2, things were a lot easier than they were in Chapter 1. So, excuse me. So, the fact of the matter is, I was more likely to land at a popular landing spot than I was back in Chapter 1. Because A, I have a better internet than I used to have, and B, there were a lot more bots in Chapter 2. And that don't take much, because in Chapter 1, there were none. Except for in Chapter 1, Season 10, also known as Season X. And, believe it or not, for the longest time, there was a section of the setting the stage episodes where it would tell you what timeline the episode took place in. And one of those timelines is Timeline X. So, if you were wondering what that was a reference to, it's basically a reference to Season X in Fortnite. Because, as you may well know, the Fortnite and Minecraft, the Minecraft and Fortnite series are connected. You see in the companion series, all of the Fortnite series that comprise the special event called the Score War, of which 2 of the competitors have finished, and a further 2 are making progress on. Not quite as regularly as we did. And I know that's saying a lot, because pretty well everyone dropped off in the at some point or another. But we all came back, especially the latter 2 competitors of the Score War. As a matter of fact, every other week, Mirage has been putting out main episodes of his own point of view of the Score War called The Legend of Mirage. Vaxi, on the other hand, is more of a wild card, because her episodes of Leave It to Vaxi are a little bit different, as I'm not gonna really go into too much detail, but the two seem to have a lot of trouble getting their series commentary out. So yeah, let's just leave it at that, shall we? Apparently, you can lift up those chests with the gravitron. I did not know that at the time. But you don't really get a lot of time to search the chest in the first place, so I didn't have any motivation to try to lift them up, that is to say. So here I'm about to be going to a satellite station, and once I land, I believe I'm going to be attacking a IO guard soon, but you won't get to see the end of that fight. So there we go. Alrighty, now we are on another short round. And probably another round in which I act like an absolute moron when it comes to doing this challenge. Oh, here it is. Yep, that's it. Okay, so that challenge right there. Keep tabs on that one, alright? Because you're going to be seeing that later on as well. So here I was testing to see if the challenge would work on wildlife. It works on IO guards, so maybe? I don't even know. Oh look, I didn't actually get taken out last round. How nice. So, of course, I'm going to be taken out before I get the Sample 2 Corny Complex, because that's why this episode is named Extraction Failed. So, yeah, it's going to be a while before I actually succeed in this mission. And it'll be at least a couple of weeks before you actually see the challenge get complete anyway. So, yeah. That guy is using the launch pad as well, and I think he's trying to do the same thing as I am. And I'm gonna try and laser him out of the air with the Chimera ray gun. But he gets past the trees before I'm able to hit him. So, yeah. At this point, I'm just basically patrolling this area from the sky. So, kind of a... Alright. So, somebody is throwing some explosives of some sort from somewhere. And I'm trying to figure out where at this point. But it's not really... I don't really see anything. Even though I have a bird's eye view. So I'm just trying to basically look around and see. Here, this guy is about to meet his end with a nope, I'm about to meet my end. Well, you know what? There we go. Oh look, another short round. I wonder what type of idiocy I can get into this time. Or if I just simply clip the thing too quickly. Who knows? Honestly speaking, I don't remember, because it's been 9 days since I actually looked into this. So whatever's about to happen is about to happen soon. So yep, I clipped it too quickly. Many of the things, many of these clips are. I was trying to keep it under 15 minutes, in length, so that it would catch everything, because at the time 15 minutes was the maximum that we could record. We have since changed this, and sometimes it really hurts us when it comes to system storage. However, the thing about it is, outside of those times, when we produce content regularly enough, we can sometimes cut through that like a hot knife through butter. So here's what I was talking about earlier when I said the experiments had widely varying numbers. Sometimes it was 5,000, sometimes it was 6,000. This time it was 4,000. So I guess it can go below 5,000. But I have never seen it go below 1,000. At least not in editing. Maybe I have seen it in live clips and live gameplay, but for the life of me, I don't remember. So I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say that that I don't think that there was ever any number below 1,000 on these experiments. So this guy manages to blow me off of this island and right down into whatever that happens to be down below. So I'm not entirely sure why I sometimes forget to prioritize time orbs and try and wait out everyone in this thing. But the thing about it is, whenever I do prioritize the time orbs and try to slow everyone else out of it, I am... Okay. This is probably the weirdest situation where this is concerned. Because those vault orbs were stacked on top of each other somehow. Legendary vault tier access granted. Nice. So, even though for the most part I did not use my main strategy that I developed sometime during the season, I did still manage to get legendary loot from this exact experiment. So sometimes the wormhole scene kind of freezes up and you hear the music from when you were in the cell. So here I'm struggling to mark this satellite station for whatever reason. But once I do get it marked, I make a beeline for it because, you know, the launch pad. I want to get this mission done. But the thing about it is, I just basically landed here so as to use this launch pad in order to in order to get the mission done. And also, this is the second time in the same episode in which I decided to try and do this challenge. But yeah, I decided to hold off on that many times, and that bit me in the butt. Like I would not complete that challenge until at the time that this is uploaded, about 2 weeks later. So yeah. Um, as of the time that I was playing it, I pretty well did it all the same day. So, oh, am I going to smash the camera with the, nope, I am not gonna smash the camera with the little, parking pole. Because I'm going to, oh dear. Um, this is, this makes the physics of whatever it tosses hilarious. I can't keep from laughing. I'm not even going to make this a outtake because like you know it would and this is just too much fun. Okay, I want to have my fun when commentating with this. All right. Just bear with me, alright? Anyway, let's go on ahead and commentate based on what I see. I'm still trying to break that stupid camera with the Gravitron. Like at this point, I just give up on trying to hit it with the with the Gravitron and just hit it with the assault rifle instead. But here, I've I throw this trailer onto the mounted turret. I'm just causing chaos right here. I just threw the IO's computer at this point. This is a fun episode to edit. You guys have no idea. And I'm just tossing everything into the wide blue yonder. This ain't gonna fly very far because it's too heavy. But I keep trying to throw it as far as I can, but it's not really working out. It does make sense that the heavier the object, the less distance it'll travel when thrown by the Gravitron. So yeah. Here I'm just basically landing close to the eye, even though I do have a challenge to damage opponents within 20 seconds of landing. Although that opponent right there just gave me a really convenient way to at least get one shot in. But after having hit them, they went on a vengeance run and took me out. Alright, that seems to be about as much time as I had for today. Join me in the next episode when I damage an opponent within 20 seconds of gliding. Yeah, that's pretty much it. In the meantime, though, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Until then, adios, amigos.